Suavemente. Suavemente.
What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, be sure to subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell down below so you guys can get notified every single time I upload a new video. Dude, I feel like every single time that I come on camera or back on my channel, pues, I look different. So yes, last time you guys saw me, I was a brand new blonde, but now this time, dude, me quité todas las extensions, and not only that, but I chopped off my hair. I don't know que me entró that I was like, you know what? I just want to look a little bit different this time. Anyway, just wanted to get that out of the way because you guys are gonna be like, ¿y esta qué? So for today's video, you guys read the title, I'm giving you guys another update on my tummy tuck. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram at almariverabeauty, just in case you don't, go check me out over there. But I did mention on my stories that I was gonna get a consultation I didn't get into details, and that's what I'm going to be doing right here in this video, but I want to go get another consultation with a different doctor, not the one that did my surgery, for basically liposculpting. I want to say the remainder of the fat or the problematic areas that I ran through my previous video. So if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I highly suggest you watch my latest, I believe it's my 1 year post-op appointment where I tell you guys everything. Oh, no. You know what? I did another video besides that one, the one before that. So basically it was like a video explaining of the problematic areas that I'm having at my 1 year mark and the questions that I was going to ask my doctor. So after I spoke to my doctor, and he basically told me, yes, we can definitely do some liposuction on those areas. He told me that he could definitely fix any problems that I do have, but I am going to have to be put under general anesthesia. Now, that was one thing that I was like thinking about because I really don't want to go back to sleep. I don't know, something about it kind of like, I know I've already done the tummy tuck before and everything went perfect, but I don't know, I just kind of feel like I keep putting myself to sleep over and over. Like one day something's not gonna go right, and that's what I'm terrified of. So I'm like, the less times that I have to go under general anesthesia, the better. So that was basically my first train of thought. I don't want to go under again. Not only that, but I want to get another opinion of a different surgeon. I don't know. I just want to pick their brain and see what do they recommend without me telling them personally, like my thoughts or anything that I feel like could be corrected. So that's exactly what I did. I found a surgeon that will do this under local anesthesia. So I won't like be asleep or anything. I'll be awake, but I'll be numb. I was like, you know what? Great. Let's do this. I found one in Beverly Hills. I don't want to mention the name just yet because I don't know if I'm going to go with that doctor or not. And I'll get into those details later on in this video. But basically, I had to go already for an event to LA. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take advantage, book my consultation there, and be on my way. By the way, I did want to record this, but unfortunately, no me dejaron. They told me absolutely no cameras allowed in the room. If I want to talk about my journey, I sure can. Pero as far as like me recording my consultation, they weren't okay with it. So of course I'm going to respect that. And I went in there and like I said, the nurses were great. I did speak to the surgeon and I basically told him, look at me and tell me what you think. So he stood quiet for about like 1 minute and he was just like really looking and observing everything, because I'm pretty sure like all these things are running through his mind. Like he does tummy tucks himself. He does cosmetics procedure. So just knowing that I went in and I already had work done, he was probably like, oh, like let me nitpick this, you know? But I really thought that he was gonna start off the conversation like, oh, who did this, blah blah blah, like I would have done this, I would have done that, because let's be real, that's what, you know, another doctor would do. But he was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it to you. Whoever you went to did a really good job. Your incision looks great. Your tummy tuck looks phenomenal. The way he shaped you, the way he did everything looks amazing. So that kind of reassured me because I already felt like I already have a good tummy tuck. But he did say, yes, you do have not basically dog ears, because that would be skin left over, but basically what it is fat. So my that surgeon told me that a lot of people don't like to admit or feel like they want to say that they need basically around 2. So he said a lot of people do have like a lot of excessive fat on the love handles, and basically there is a limit here in the United States of how much fat they could remove in one session. So he told me basically that I would just need around 2. It's not that he didn't do a good job or he didn't like shape me como yo quería or like to leave me the best, but just flat out I was gonna need around 2. There's no way around it. So he told me I don't have excess skin, everything was tucked away nicely, everything looks good. He told me that I was left with an incredible shape and that he doesn't have any bad negative things to say about it. So dude, I don't know, like to be honest, that kind of like felt really good. Not only to know that my body was left good, I know and I feel that I got a good tummy tuck, but you know, another surgeon was able to admit that, you know. But he did tell me yes, he can definitely go ahead and, you know, shape out the areas that I told him. It would be under local anesthesia. He could do it and he could shape me, mold me nicely, and everything would look brand spanking new basically. And I would have to be in a faja for like, I want to say 4 to 6 weeks to make sure that everything, you know, molds out rightly and todo eso. A lot of thoughts were coming through my head because I'm just like, dang, dude, I went through a whole year of wearing a faja. I'm like, damn, do I really want to do this again? Pero like I mentioned, if I was going to get this done, I was going to get it done right. I did get a lot of questions answered. Like I said, I didn't even have to tell him anything. He just pinpointed it all, answered any questions that I had in my mind. Also, he did point out about the belly button. Something was going on with my belly button. He just told me that it looked like it was under stress. He wasn't quite sure exactly why. Maybe there's something underneath, like in my tissue or my abdomen or something, my muscles, that are causing that tension, but he couldn't pinpoint it. But other than that, it looks great. He basically said just give it time. 1 year of time frame is usually like the general time that people take to heal, but sometimes it could take a lot longer than that. So I think for my belly button, I'm gonna leave it alone. I did notice that from when I showed you guys in the video, like my complaints about my belly button, from that point to this point now, it does look a lot more better. I'm actually very happy with it. I mean, if anything, if there's ever like a point that I'm just like not happy with it, I'll just pierce it. I'm not gonna go through any kind of reconstructive belly button surgery. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. I'm happy with it. I'm content with it. So that was that. Now, as far as, you know, the liposuction of the excess fat on my love handles, I did like his vibe and I felt like he definitely read me right and saw the vision that I was having. But I don't know, like I've already gotten my surgery done with Dr. Tanisha, my first doctor, and I don't know. Like, it took me a long time to trust that one doctor. I went through so many different consultations to even let one doctor actually do the procedure on me. So I don't know. I can't be quick just to be like, oh, he said what I wanted to hear, let me go with him. Like, no, it's not that easy for me. I feel like I already put my trust into one doctor. And even though, you know, he didn't clearly verbally tell me like, oh yeah, girl, I left you with excess fat. I don't know, como que me da like anxiety just thinking to go to a different place with a different surgeon. I don't know, just starting all over. I don't know, that's bothering me. I would much rather just go to the surgeon que me hizo mi tummy tuck. I felt a lot comfortable, honestly. The process, everything. The first day that I was there getting my surgery, dude, I was not nervous. I was calm. I was chill. Like, I don't know, something about it. I was calm and I trusted the process and everything came out right. So if it went right already one time, why not do it again with the same one? That's where I'm at right now. I'm contemplating and I'm torn. Should I go to the same doctor or should I go to a different one? You get me? So I have a lot to think about. The price points are basically probably $200 of a difference. Not much. So it doesn't, like, the pricing is not what's bothering me. To me, it's more the trust, how I feel, if I'm comfortable with the surgeon. All that matters to me. Now, we are at, let's say, 1 year and like almost 3 months out of the surgery. Honestly, my results are getting better and better with each month that passes by. my stomach looks freaking incredible. I get so many compliments from people like always asking me when I tell them pues, because they always tell me like compliments and I'm like, oh, in my head I'm like, oh, because I got a tummy tuck, you know? People tell me like these like, oh, how do you have 3 kids? And in my head I'm like, girl, you don't even know what I already went through. But as far as being happy with everything so far, honestly, like if I could do it all over again, I would. Same surgeon. He did a magnificent job, girl. I could start seeing my abs on my abdomen. It literally looked like I'm freaking ripped, dude. It looks like I work out all the time. Unfortunately, I don't. But I know I should be getting into that, because another thing that I do want to point out, ever since I got the tummy tuck, I did notice that if I do gain any kind of weight, it is starting to shift in different areas. So like my thighs right now, girl, they are really, really thick. My thighs are growing and they're starting to rub. Girl, I need to hit my butt to the gym. I mean, although I'm happy that the fat's not going to my stomach, but it's going to different places. Some that I'm not too happy about, like my thighs and my arms, and some that I'm like, hell yeah. So, okay, before all of this, I had thought about getting a breast augmentation. I thought about it for so long. Girl, now I don't even care for one. So I never needed a lift or anything like that. If anything, it was just going to be fullness because I did breastfeed. And now that the fat is growing in different places, tell me why I got a natural breast enhancement for my own fat. Like, dude, they're just growing and I'm happy about it. Girl, I am like, come on over, come up here. I don't like that the fat's growing over here in different places, but right here, keep it coming. But one thing I do know is that I love my shape right now. I'm planning on keeping it, and I'm planning on working very hard to maintain it. One thing that I do want to mention is a lot of people have been asking me if I've gained weight after the tummy tuck, because apparently after a procedure like liposuction and all that, a lot of patients are very prone to gaining weight right after. And I mean, I think the times that I don't watch myself, I can see why people do like say that, because there's been times like 1 week I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna eat whatever I want, you know, I indulge a little bit and I do start feeling like bloated and heavy and nasty, but I snap myself right back into it. I'm like, oh no, I gotta cut sugar, I gotta cut carbs. But that's just my lifestyle change. Like, I'm used to it. I feel like if you don't adapt to change and you eat really bad right after surgery, you're gonna look bad. That's just what it is. But if you eat good and you take care of yourself, you're gonna look that way. Now, as far as the numbness, I think it's going away more and more each month. I'm starting to feel a lot more sensation. And sometimes it's weird, like how your body plays tricks on you, because I guess all the nerves are trying to like reattach again. And like I'll touch myself in my belly on one area and I'll feel it a little bit lower or somewhere else. So right now it's all trying to connect and it's kind of feeling weird, but I think we're getting closer to being able to feel everything back again. I mean, there's nothing much else that I could really say except that, you know, this whole journey has definitely been a confidence booster. I've never felt better in my life. I'm so happy with myself. Every single time that I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, oh my God, that is me. That's my body. I was so used to sitting down, putting a pillow every time I sat down on the couch, just covering myself. And I catch myself still doing that just out of like, I guess, like, I don't know, I do it unconsciously. I'm used to it. And I always catch myself, and my husband always tells me like, girl, you better move that pillow out of your tummy because we did not pay for you to be covering up your tummy. So I'm like, yes, I gotta flaunt it. I gotta look good all the time. Literally my whole wardrobe changed. Dude, I am now just wearing nothing but crop tops, nothing skin tight, stomach things. Like, I'm always showing my stomach, okay? And I'm doing that only because I've never been able to my whole 20s, okay? I had my first child when I was 20 years old. So all my 20s, I had loose skin. I felt so uncomfortable and I always stayed covered up. So now, girl, we are letting the stomach loose. We're letting it breathe. Everybody's seeing it. The sun is hitting it right. I'm feeling good, okay? But yeah, you guys, that's basically it with this video. If I didn't answer any questions that you still might have, feel free to DM me on Instagram or leave it down in the comment section below and I will get back to you. And as far as my next step, I'm not too sure. However, I'm not going to push it. I want to be very comfortable with the next step that I'm going to take just to make sure that everything is perfected to my expectations. It's not a major imperfection that you guys notice. It's only something that I do notice. So you guys are probably going to be like, no, you look fine. You won't understand it because I see my body every single day in the mirror. So I'm going to think about it really, really good and see what are the next steps that I'm going to be taking. And of course, you already know, girl, you're coming with me. Was not physically, you know what I mean. But anyway, if you guys have not checked me out on my social medias, you guys can find me at almariverabeauty on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Do not leave my channel before subscribing, girl. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.